looking like who that? They like where she been at, like cause she been at.
Welcome back to Unicorn Talk, the podcast with me, Candy Bars, and my best friend,
Sunny Delight.
Period. Follow us on all platforms. We love to have you, and we follow back.
Please do.
Yes.
Don't follow you back.
Okay, so listen, we got some great topics today, and we're gonna start off with the whole yin and yang situation. And so really, let me go and pull this up because we did some research.
Right.
And we were trying to, make sure that we had the proper understanding of what it meant. You know what I mean? Because everybody says balance or whatever. And I was like, that's what I thought initially.
Right.
Just balance, And so I had to look it up. So as we looked it up, we found some information. Okay. So this little history on the yin yang. So, in ancient Chinese philosophy, yin and yang is a Chinese philosophical concept that describes how obviously opposite or contrary forces may actually be complementary, interconnected, and interdependent in the natural world, and how they may give rise to each other and interrelate to one another. So I was like,
I was like, best friend, that's us.
That's us.
Yeah,
like,
what I was like.
That's us for sure. And so, we was like, we're going to wear white today. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear black because we're going to represent yin and yang.
And then I was like, my hair is blue. You was like, my
hair
hair
is
red.
red. You feel me?
I was like, yeah.
We was on the same wave. We
always on the same wave, though.
Exactly, but we two different people, and that's so crazy.
And everybody think we are so much alike.
Bruh.
And it's totally like that.
No.
We actually balance each other out.
We definitely balance each other out because we definitely not alike at all. And when you're turned, I'm calm, and when I'm turned, you're calm.
Yeah.
Therefore, we able to meet in the middle.
Right. And it's always like that. And
Yeah.
You know when I'm on one. And I know when you on one. And I'm like, no, the
best
conservative
friend.
I'm like, no, that's not
Jim,
right.
best friend.
And
But
then
when
when I'm
she
on
on one, I be like, best friend.
Now you know.
Now you know. You know. But for real,
we got great balance, though.
We do. We got great
I
balance.
think that's why we've been friends so long.
So long. How long we been friends? How old were we when we met?
10.
10.
You
if
was
you
9.
was 10, I was 9.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's 23 years.
24. Well, 23 for you, 24 for me.
No, I'm
'Cause
older
I was
than you.
9.
I'm older than you.
If I was 9, though.
I'm older than you.
But if I was 9.
I'm older than you.
And I'm
I don't care what you're talking about.
in my godly age
10.
right now.
It was at 10.
I'm in my master numbers.
But we was
Just
at
know
10.
that.
So it's the easiest mathematics
Mathematics.
you could do.
It's mathematics with an F?
Mathematics.
Mathematics.
Math. I can spell it. That's all that matter.
That's all that matter. You can
That's
spell
all
it.
that matter. And don't test me because I will get in the comments and spell it for you.
Okay.
Without the spell
And
check.
you know, sis
Don't
was
do
a
me.
spelling bee champ. You know, I was a spelling bee champ, honey. Okay, McNary stand up. Okay, Fairview stand up. Okay, I was definitely a spelling bee champ. They know me. Okay, but listen. For real, I thought it's so much deeper than I thought it was because then I read another definition and it said yin, Chinese for female or moon, represents darkness. Why the female gotta be darkness? But I like it. It's cool because it's true or whatever. But yeah, female moon represents darkness, femininity, passivity, and the earth. Yang, the sun or male, represents light, masculinity, activity, and the heavens. The balance of yin and yang were seen to influence health and order within an individual, society, and entire universe. That's deep.
And I was like, I'm Earth and you Heaven.
Yeah. Ain't that
Like,
crazy?
Yeah.
I think it's an accurate assessment.
Yeah. I really
What
do.
y'all think? Drop it in the comments. I think it's an accurate assessment because I definitely
the
be
male
on
in this relationship.
I go against the grain. Shut up. But my polarity as an Aquarius is masculine.
Yeah,
So, like-
mine is feminine.
Yeah,
So,
and Virgo
Virgo
is feminine.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But like people might see you as more rough around the edges than they see me. But for real, like, I'm a real nigga. And you really are more like,
I'm a real nigga too.
I mean, you a real nigga, but you be like, you love and shit like that.
I
Like,
really do, yo, I do. So yeah,
you
I'm
definitely more a feminine presence. So I had to learn balance in that because I come off as like a leader and like a more, like. And people
I'm learning
think
how
that.
to be more
Yeah.
Like some people, my demeanor gives that off.
Yeah, but
it's
that's not really
totally
you.
not. Yeah, if you get to know me, it's not
And
me
see,
at
my
all.
demeanor gives off, hey.
Right.
Yeah, because I be like, I got different voices when I order my food at Chick-fil-A because they so sweet
What's
at
your
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A voice?
They so sweet at Chick-fil-A. Hello, yes, my name is Candy. Can I get, And I'm like that. When
And
I go
I'm like,
to
can I get a number 2? Can you give me like ice with my drink?
I swear, no, that's exactly how she be.
No, for
Let me
real.
get
Let me get
number 2 hold on. No, but that's funny because I never looked at yin yang that way. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, you have a question.
Is it yin and yang or yin and yang? 'Cause I feel like I'm fucking up. I've been fucking up for a long time.
We all been fucking up for a long time because when it's describing it, it's saying yin, but when you Google it, it's saying ying.
But
So the
most
root word is
Chinese
yin.
people say yang. Yeah, like when I be, because I be
We
watching
always
the
we
movies and that's how
Americanize
they,
everything.
yes.
Say
You gotta
yin
put
yang.
that little twang
Yin
on there.
yang.
That twang.
Because the yin yang twins. I think the
The
yin yang twins
gotta sing
gotta
yin
sing
yang.
yin, but it's yin
it's
and
yin.
yang actually.
So we got the last part right. The first part's not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because it says yin, Y-I-N, and then yang, Y-A-N-G. Yeah. But yeah. So like, on to a different topic, okay? I want to talk about something sensitive that women don't talk about. I always got to talk about something that the girls
Let
don't
me
talk
sit
about.
back in my chair.
Yeah, sit back in your chair.
It's always something.
We
with
gotta
her.
talk about the stuff that the girls don't talk about.
The girls.
The girls. That's what it's. The
The
girls. The girls. Okay. And one thing that the girls don't talk about is losing the virginity. The losing of the virginity. What are you turning for?
Pop that cherry.
Pop the
I
cherry.
remember getting my cherry pop.
Cherry pop. Is that what they called it back in the day? That's what
I
they called it back in the day. They
wasn't
said you got
as
that
scared
cherry
as I thought
pop.
I would've
Do y'all
been.
still say that? Drop it in the comments. I don't think they say that. I don't think the new generation says get your cherry popped. I think they say fucking. But I'm not clear. I'll double check and get back to y'all. But no. So yeah.
When
Like
you get your cherry pop, let me know. Tell me the story. No names.
okay, no name.
Tell me the story, cause it's only one.
The name don't matter. It's in the past anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fast forward because he swindled me. He bamboozled me. Okay, I came from Dayton Public to Trotwood, and Dayton Public was different than Trotwood. Niggas was rough around the edges in Dayton Public, but when you got to Trotwood, they was like chivalrous. They was like, when it's time on Valentine's Day to buy carnations and send them to the classroom. They actually bought the carnations and sent them to the classrooms, and like the girls wore the football players' buttons and stuff. I was in a whole new world when I got to Trotwood. Y'all don't even
Like,
understand.
oh my God, the best
I
experience ever.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
thought I loved the nigga in Dayton Public.
Clueless.
Bro. I thought I loved the Dayton Public nigga, right? But I was too afraid to like give him my virginity because he was he was so rough around the edges that I just couldn't do it. I get to Trotwood. It was like, open the door, pull out the chair. Let me buy you lunch. You want to go to the snack line? We going.
Neckline. So you mean to tell me that nigga bought you
had
some
me
chips?
a snack line. No,
So,
this was-
he bought you some shit, so he got some
But
pussy.
listen, this is high school, bitch. I met him. This when I met him. So
Right.
this not when we had sex.
Right.
This was a long time before we had sex and I allowed him to take my virginity. So let's be clear on that. But I'm saying, like, I met him in high school. And this was the first boy that was like, this my girlfriend. To everybody. To all the girls. To everybody. And he was a popular dude and I didn't know nobody when I got there. I sat in his seat on accident. And he was like, you in my
Okay,
seat.
candy for the win.
Girl, candy for the win. No, but listen, he was like, you in my seat. I said, well, this my seat today. You feel me? From the city, my hood ass. I said, well, this is my seat now. I don't know. I'm so embarrassed. But no, yeah, I didn't know how to be a girly girl until I got to try. Well, I had to learn that because I'm from the hood. You feel me? We didn't do that. It was like, what up, nigga? You know,
You
what
a real
up? Like,
nigga.
yeah, you feel me? So I had to learn that because girls was Diddy and Trotwood, right? So yeah. He stole my picture, taped on the shirt, told everybody I was his girlfriend. I didn't even know his name. They was like, yeah, such and such. You like such and such? Who is such and such? Well, he said, you his girlfriend. Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. Show me who he is. And then after that, it was a rap. It was us against the world. You feel me? Like, for years to come, right? And so, when I finally decided to give my virginity, oh my gosh.
Was it good?
Okay.
Was you scared?
First of all, terrified. First
Okay.
of all, wore my t-shirt, okay? T-shirt and my panties on. Yeah, wore the t-shirt because, you know, I mean, I still don't have much, so you know what's going on. Like, I was like, no, I'm just going to wear my t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, but he had messed with older girls before, like, older girls that lived in, like, the projects. Like, they had their own places and cars, but they don't, you know, like Section 8, whatever. Like, he messed with older girls, but I didn't notice at the time. So, he had experience. So, yeah. I experienced a lot with my first person, sex-wise.
But you ain't tell us about the experience.
It hurted. It hurted real bad. I had a...
It hurt. Dirty real bad.
I'm saying, it hurt real bad. It hurt real bad. Like, okay, so, of course, we had my mama's house. I did have my own place, but I was like 17 and a half. I was 17 and a half. I was going on 18. I was like almost there, okay? It was like a couple months before the 18th, like, you feel me? But still staying at home with the moms, you know. Mom's working third shift.
Bad. Kids whose parents
Oh
work
my
third
God.
shift, we were
Don't
bad
work third
fucking
shift.
kids.
Don't work third shift, okay? And live in an apartment complex. That's what it was. It was in a house, in a neighborhood.
I
you know
remember
what I'm
them
saying?
days. We were.
Maybe it would've been
Well,
different.
you were a little
I was what?
bad.
Oh,
I was the parent of the group.
I'll follow
the
her
parent.
lead.
Yes, she did.
I'll follow her
only
lead.
because
hold
I had
on,
to
only
correct her
because-
all the time.
Nah, everything
I, had to
I
correct
did,
this lady
she
all
did
the
it
time.
first.
No. She best friend. She
yeah.
would be like best friend.
Everything I did,
we're
she
doing
did it
this.
first.
No. I was in love.
Okay, but don't
I
try
was in love. I
don't
was
try
gonna
to
do
tarnish my
everything.
clean.
No, but she was the bad one.
reputation
You was bad.
because you-
I would be like,
everything
best
I
friend,
did,
we're
you
not
did it
doing that.
first.
Mama said no. Mama
Smoking.
said no.
Only thing you said no to was smoking.
That little lover boy you
Smoking.
talking about, you wanted him over all the time.
Who?
And mama said we couldn't have boys over. Yeah.
Hold on, but how about when you had the boy over? Hold on, how about when you had the boy over to my house and we
What?
told the whole lie said, oh, she got mad because they was shadow boxing.
You was the good liar.
Yeah.
You was the good liar. You was the good liar. I didn't want to do bad stuff if I had to tell the lie.
I was a
You
good
was the
liar,
good
but I
liar.
was getting her out of trouble.
Yeah, you was helping me. I couldn't help myself. So when I knew that you was good at helping me help myself, I was like, you know what? Yup, I'm gonna play the good one.
Yeah, play the good one. Keyword.
Mama don't ever
play
watch
the
this
good one.
episode.
Yeah, mom can't watch this.
Mama, 'cause-
Mom, don't watch this episode. But listen, best friend, you ain't get away that easy. What's up with your first time? Do tell. The people want to know. Drop it in the comments if
The
you want to know what's up with
people.
Sunny and her sex life. Drop it in the comments. Okay, go ahead.
My first time, I do remember. So we was in the hood. You know, I grew up there, so I was there for a long time. You left. No, you might have been there still.
I was there when that had happened because I was.
But
about to
I
say-
wasn't at my house. We wasn't at his house. I don't know who house was that we was at though. Like we all kicked it at this one blue house around the corner from our house. I do not. Who house was that, best friend? I do not remember who stayed in that house at the time.
Good question.
We gonna have to think about that and talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
What type of nigga was he?
Yeah. What type of nigga was he?
Because, like, why? I mean, he wasn't. He wasn't a. He wasn't a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy. Like I didn't go to. I guess I went to school and I experienced the stuff you experienced. Like he bought my pizza and stuff. Like I wouldn't eat the regular lunch, but he'll eat the regular lunch, and I got it for free because we was poor. So we got the free lunches.
So you
right?
gave him your lunch.
So he got
and
my
then he
lunch
bought
and
you
his lunch. And you know, we had, they served pizzas and shit, and they had the little chips and shit. So he always bought my stuff, and I got this, and he was the most popular nigga in school.
Mine was too.
He was the most popular nigga
Shout
in
out
school.
to you, Mo.
But it sucked for me.
Sucked for me because I was
It
new.
sucked for
And
me.
I was new and I didn't know nobody. All the
yeah.
girls hated me.
Yes, that was the problem. He was that
I
popular.
had to learn how to fight.
And I couldn't talk to none of the dudes, even if it was just being friends. So that sucked, but I was in love, so that was okay. And I was ready to spread my legs. And that particular day, I spread my legs.
And did it hurt?
So what happened was everybody was there. They wasn't in the room with us.
Good.
Cause I'm shy.
I was there.
I'm shy.
I believe
but
I was
everybody
there.
was there. But we was in a room by ourselves. And the first time when he was trying, it was a little hard. It was trouble.
I had
And
that
then-
problem. I had that
It was a lot of
problem. I had that
And
problem.
then he finally
I was
got
like,
it in, and it was
"Good."
awkward. It did hurt. And I think I was like, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And it didn't last long because I was like, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And it was awkward, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But what's so funny is, even though it hurt it, and after the bleeding moment and all of that, right?
Right.
I was ready to do it again. Like, I was like, I'm ready to experience the real experience.
Listen,
Like,
I was upset because all my friends would talk about sex like it was so great.
you were last.
And I
you
wanted
were
to do
last.
it until it was great.
And I was fast.
It was not great for me. It wasn't great for a while. Like, listen, head was always great because my first person had a mouth for him.
I didn't experience head first. Yeah. The first time might have always been mid for everyone. What you think?
I think the first time is
I mean, my first time wasn't spectacular. Like I said, it hurt it.
I think the first time for girls is gonna hurt, and sometimes dudes call it
So
difficult
it's a
too,
it
because
might
they be having to get through the barriers, and the barriers,
Right, so
the
yeah.
barriers ain't no joke. Like
Like
men,
I said, he ain't get in at
you feel
first.
me?
Like
Men,
the
drop it
door
in the
was
comments
locked.
if you had a problem, if you took somebody's virginity and like it wasn't a pleasant experience, or if it was a pleasant experience, but like drop it in the comments. But yeah, like I definitely, it took a while for sex to be good to me. Now listen, don't get me wrong. My first person was experienced, so he was very much about foreplay.
Right.
So that's the pleasure that I got out of it mostly. Like, it wasn't a bad size. It wasn't none of that. I just didn't get, I didn't know
So
what,
how many times did it take though?
for it to actually be good.
I mean, estimating. How many times do you think in your head that it took for you to actually be like, okay, this is enjoyable?
I mean, it stopped hurting.
like this.
It stopped hurting after about time number 3.
Okay.
After time number 3 with the same person, you feel me?
Right.
Because that makes a difference. Like, you can't be just swapping it out because everything ain't going. Like, you know. But I'm just saying, like, just after third time, it was not hurting no more. But
So what about the 6th time you was feeling like, okay.
no, absolutely not.
No.
I thought
I'm a
sex
freak.
was good with him because he like you like pain though, best friend.
I was about to say that when I
You
started
like
talking.
pain.
Yeah.
I don't like pain.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
See, I like
I
a
mean,
smack on the ass. You don't.
I
You hate it. And I'm like, yes, do it.
Bitch, I get a whole attitude. You can grab nigga aggressively, but don't like no.
I want it
don't-
all.
Once or twice. But if you just go continuous, no.
No, if somebody do it continuously,
just
then
don't-
yeah,
some
they
people
don't
get
know what they
carried away.
doing. Yeah, that was
Don't
a bad
get carried away.
experience.
But
Yeah.
some people like, I'm traumatized. I don't want to
Okay.
do it no more. I don't
Somebody
wanna
was
do it no
beating
more.
on you.
Now, in regards to like, if I was coming, okay, coming and having an orgasm during sex. I think it's 2 different things. Okay, I was coming around the mountain like this.
Coming around the mountain.
Coming around the
when she
mountain. That's why I
come.
was so. That's why I was such a fool in love. I was coming
She
around the
is
mountain,
a
but
fool.
like
You
when I
know she
say
is
sex
a-
being good to you, when I mean like you know how to control your own body and your vagina and your
Hold on, you was
muscles.
that experienced
and
that
you-
early to know to control your own vagina?
No, I
Because
said I
was
didn't. I said I
so-
didn't.
I was about to say,
That's what I'm
like, well,
saying.
hold
It took a
on.
while.
Hold on 1 second. Please explain the difference between coming and having an orgasm.
What?
I'm gonna tell you my experience. Let us know.
Yeah.
Cut this out. Take 2. Go.
So like, as far as like when I say like coming and having an orgasm, like my vagina, for a better word, is going to get wet beyond, you feel me, the norm, if I am stimulated in the right way.
Properly.
Now, this is the thing. It's other ways to stimulate a person. So you might be hitting it, but you might also be playing with it. You might also be on a titty. You might be on it. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing different things to me that's going to keep that flow coming. But an orgasm, lost control of my body, exorcism.
Have you done that? Have you been there?
Hallelujah. I've been there, and it took me a long time to get there. It took me to about 26.
Damn, I was fast.
Took me to about 26. 26, yeah.
26?
26. I was having what I thought was good sex.
Right.
It was not bad sex, but like the lose control of your body, forget to breathe. Like I would get that from oral sex. I would have orgasms from oral sex, like external stimulation. But penetration, it wasn't doing it for me for a long time until I learned how I needed to be positioned, until I learned what I like to be able to, and then gain the confidence to tell a nigga what I like.
Right.
Like, no, do it like this. You don't get that until, you don't get that comfort until late, because we know that, niggas are judgy. So we, sexually, we don't really express our wants early. And the girls that do make names for this, and they call, you know what I'm saying? They talk about it. Mm-hmm. They talk about it. So as a young girl, I was not open to talking about sex, being sexual, oral sex. No, you gonna tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just different shit. I had to learn later because nobody never made me feel safe to do that for a while. And when I felt safe to do it, then shit, the motherfucking chambers open.
Right.
The floodgates open.
Turn into a demon.
Once you learn, you can't unlearn it.
Right. And you want to experience it all the time.
If I
Like
give
it's
anybody
like
advice,
it's like the first time getting high off some real
The first time
drugs.
getting high.
You want to experience it the first time. But me personally, having an orgasm versus nutting, first of all, I didn't experience oral sex first. I had sex first. And then I remember telling you and your sister I didn't like oral sex. It wasn't nothing like that. I don't know. I was very uncomfortable with it when I was younger. I don't know. I didn't like it being done to me. And you and your sister was like, what? What? And I was
Because,
like, I don't know. But this is the thing. I had a man that was willing to learn me, and I was willing to learn him. So once I taught him how I like to be felt, and I got a grasp on, okay, these bitches weren't playing.
Yeah, it's good. It can be
So
great.
it got great.
It got great.
And then
Once
I
it get
got
great,
great.
you
Yeah,
get
once you
addicted.
learn a motherfucker,
Once somebody lick that thing the right way,
yeah, if
you
niggas
ain't
stop
going
you
back.
and ask you, am I doing it right or do this feel good, bitch? Tell him
Yeah.
yes or no.
If he don't stop you and ask
Cause
you
he's
that,
going,
tell
yeah,
him,
tell him yes or no. Please
hey, apply
But-
some pressure.
do. Yes, whatever you
on
gotta
it.
do, stay right here.
Lick it some
Whatever.
more. Wet your mouth. Breathe on it. I don't know what you got to tell the nigga, but hey, tell him.
Hold on. But about my first time having an orgasm.
Yeah, get to that.
First time having an orgasm, I did not know I was having an orgasm. My godmother told me that I had an orgasm. I was fucking, I was high. I was high. I was on the cloud nine all the way walking. We weren't young, but we weren't driving.
Right.
Like we didn't have cars. So I walked that nigga to the bus stop.
You try to walk with them legs. Try to walk with them legs.
was fucked
Noodly.
up. And I
Legs
was
was
scared.
like
I
noodles.
was really scared because I didn't know that so I'm like, what the fuck did he do to me? What did this man do to me? And so the next day, my auntie
Did
had
you let him nut?
huh?
Did you let him finish?
No. So that leads to our next topic of the most scariest experience. So this man was too big for me. I had not experienced that. I like pain. Yes, we know that. I love pain.
Yeah.
But I was not handling that pain. I was not going to let him stretch me out like that. He was.
Start this topic over.
So when you first had your orgasm, you say you had to walk the nigga to the bus stop.
I walked him to the bus stop.
Legs was
and
wobbling.
I was completely out of it. Like I was smoking weed by then. I had got him high. He ain't never smoked before. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that added to it or nothing. And girl, it was crazy. I didn't let him finish. He asked me to get on top. I was so scared. This leads to
Did you get on
scariest
top of that
experience.
thing, that
I got
monster?
on top, but I did not sit all the way on that man. I told him no, I couldn't do it. I should have known I couldn't get on top. I couldn't get on top. Like, I don't even know how to talk right. Like, I should have known that I couldn't get on top because I couldn't let him hit me from the back. Like I like pain. Like, and the back is my favorite. Like, so I was like, man, like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I do need to change. I wasn't experienced in riding yet. I was still, early, I wasn't a veteran yet.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the scooping and all that. And, I didn't know.
around.
I didn't know the hula hoop. I didn't know all that then. So I was a little nervous about that. And I should have been. And I should have told that man no. Because I swear to to God, from the time that man put his thing in me, from the time he took that thing out of me, it wasn't a dick, it was a thing. From the time he took it out of me, I was shaking. And I asked him, look, the next day, it might have been a couple days later, I think you was there, and I was talking to my godmom, and I was like, I don't know what happened, but I was shaking so bad, I was scared, and I just ended it. I told him I couldn't do it no more, like, right? And you looking at me, because I already told you the story, but me and you still don't know what the fuck, because, you know, by then you still ain't experienced it yet.
I was early.
Right, you feel me? So she like, girl, you had an orgasm. I said, that was an orgasm? You know, because in my head as a kid.
But you didn't want another one at that point.
Bitch,
You was like, I don't
in my
want
head
another
as
one
a
of
kid,
them.
I thought being wet was just the orgasm. When your pussy get wet, you cool. You doing the right thing. I didn't know that, you know, you experienced
I thought that
something.
too. The macaroni y'all talking about nowadays, I thought that was it. I thought that was what you needed to do.
That nut that the dudes get when we fuck them now is the nut I got my first time. And I don't want to experience that ever again. I see why niggas say, don't touch me right now.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me right now. Because, like, you can't do nothing. Your legs be froze. Like, I had to walk this man to the bus stop.
Yeah.
And my legs was shaking. Like, my whole body was shaking. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My whole body was shaking. Like,
First time that happened to me, I was actually about 26 years old. And yeah, I might have been, maybe I wasn't 26, maybe I was 24. Maybe like closer to 24, 23, 24. But the first time that happened for me, I had met a person that was experienced. We was dating, we was together, and this guy was like put together. He had his own place, he had his own car, he was a hard worker, like, oh, I'm staying for overtime type guy. I was like, ooh, I like him. Like, he's like my daddy type guy, because my daddy do that type shit. So I'm like, oh, I kind of like him, right? So yeah, so we started like dating and everything, and then I was like, okay, let's, you know. But he was so experienced that he was like, he could get to the G spot with his hands. I had never had that happen to me before. So I was like, what? Like, I didn't like being fingered before. That's what they call it, fingered. Like, don't put your fucking fingers in me. You all like this. Like,
I don't like that shit now.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Like, I don't like it. It don't feel great.
Yeah.
But he had the come here motion. He had the come here motion, down pack, and he was like apply pressure on the outside at the same time. So that was the first time that, like, orally, I had experienced orgasm. Like, don't touch me, get off me, like the karate kicking nigga. Like, hold up, don't touch me no more. I'm done. Like, that was the first time, and then it was with penetration. He just had it figured out. He just threw a bitch legs back, and ever since, my legs are on automatic. They just go back. Don't put me in missionary, and don't put me in missionary. They're going back.
I heard my back doing missionary because I'm
back,
mind
cause I
going,
know
yeah.
that's gonna get me to where I got to be, and I don't got to make you do a whole lot of shit. You just need to be there, nigga. And
I gotta remember to breathe. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I just gotta remember to breathe.
For sure. I
don't know why I hold my breath in that position.
It's not good if you don't forget to breathe.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
You forget to breathe because it boil up in you, and then it go.
It's like coming down a roller coaster where you hold your breath.
When you went up to the top, like chicka.
But no, what's your creepiest, scariest?
Okay, so same guy took my virginity. Okay. Missionary. Love the legs back, you know. Super wet, like legs back, like, and he slipped out. And slipped in the wrong. I can't even say it. And I had never had that ever happen to me before. We never did the backdoor thing. Like, we never did
So your
that.
first experience doing that was a surprise? Like, you wasn't even in on the surprise.
Imagine your legs back. And you just in such a your booty hole is
You
such
can't
a
do
vulnerable
nothing.
position.
Yeah.
So now every time I'm like that, for real, I got a
You
little
be
bit of...
clenching. You be clenching. Girl, loosen them butt cheeks. Stop playing.
I want to do it, feel me squeezing my butt cheek.
Oh my God.
You're not about to get it.
Oh
No,
my God.
you can't surprise a bitch like that. And it slipped right on. It slipped right on in like
It
had
was
been
wet
there before.
too. It was wet too.
It slipped right on in like it had been there before, child. And I just said,
You just,
"Woo."
I mean, once he in there, you cool.
Hell no! The fuck out of there. Oh my God.
You
Yeah.
felt that one telling that story, huh?
Who?
You felt that. Your hair got me
I
feeling that.
I can't
You
breathe.
felt that whole story, baby. Oh, Lord.
I can't breathe right now, like for real, like PTSD.
Oh.
I couldn't do it like that for the longest time, best friend. I couldn't do it with my legs back for the I couldn't. I would put my legs around a nigga, locking me in like, oh, you ain't about to, you ain't about to
I
get
did that
excited
a lot.
and slip
yeah. I already lubricated, slip back
Oh,
in.
mama, don't watch this episode. Oh, mama.
Mama gonna learn a lot
Oh,
this
mama.
episode. I done told on my damn self. She thought I was a good kid. Fuck.
Yeah, you wasn't. You always try to use me as the cover up.
Mama, these are all lies. These are all lies, mama.
No, but for real, best friend, like, what do you think though that you could take from the first person you messed with, just to close out the topics today? Like, what do you think that you could take from the first person that you had sex with? Did you take anything from that into your new life? Why that face? Did you take something from that?
sex-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty
Did you take
freaky, so I guess I got most of my freakiness from there. Like, I'm down to do whatever. Pretty much whatever.
You gonna lick some butt? I'm just asking. You said whatever the people want to know.
R. Kelly?
I'm pretty much down to do whatever.
Hey, you can get peed on if that's what you like. I think it's nasty though, but we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to get
I
in the
did not say I
shower.
want no go in showers.
Now
Do
you
not
can't pee
play.
on me.
I'm
No.
not gonna pee on you because I can't even pee in front of nobody on the toilet.
What?
So I'm not even gonna pee in front of on nobody
What?
body.
I could pee.
But I always make
With
an
the
attempt to
door
squirt
open.
on your
Hey,
ass.
baby, can't
but
be with
no.
the toilet paper.
No, I can't. No.
Baby, can
If
you
we
bring me
doing
some toilet
it like
paper?
R. Kelly did in that video, I am not standing over a man and squatting. Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
I never done it, but
I do it. I do it. You nasty.
if he was a good man to
Would
me,
you let a man pee in your mouth?
hell no.
But
But if the man was good to me and he wanted to get peed on, whatever you wish.
I'm not gonna be able to do that.
I already been pissing on
Squirting and
That's
pissing.
squirt.
Squirting
That's
and
squirt.
pissing is two different things,
Hey,
and
that
I know
squirt
it
got
is.
a little piss. That squirt got a little piss in it. I ain't gonna lie.
More than a little bit, but I
It's
don't
a
know.
Y'all
little.
bitches pushing too hard.
That squirt is sparkling water, okay? It's a little sparkle in that water, okay? But I'm just saying, like, real talk.
Flakes.
Real talk, though, that shit.
Give y'all.
Like, real talk. Like, we had some good topics today. We talk about yin yang and how it relates to our friendship, because we really opposite, and people think we a lot alike, but we really not. But even if she right around, I'm gonna rap for her, and vice versa. If I'm right around, she gonna rap for me. Ain't that right, best friend?
And that is.
Period. She gonna tell me I'm wrong when y'all ain't looking though. She gonna be like, bitch.
And is.
Why you did that? Why
Ain't
you
gonna play
said
with
that?
her.
But if it's time to knuckle up, she gonna knuckle up and then tell me later, cause that's what friends do. And period, I'm gonna do the same thing.
I mean,
for her.
I was gonna bang with you because, but bitch, you was wrong.
Okay, and that's what we do. But you know, that's what friends are for. Okay, but I make sure that we keep our bullshit to a minimum because we too old for that shit. We too pretty for that shit. But bitches be mad. But yeah, and then we talked about what else? We talked about losing virginities
Yeah.
and
Creepiest, scariest
experience in the
Yeah.
bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was a little wild.
yeah, that one got wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
And how
yeah,
bad we were. That's crazy.
you always say how bad I was. I'm glad she acknowledged that. You hear that? How bad
I have no problem
we
telling
were.
my stories.
We were bad.
Yes, we
Cause she
were.
always like, you best friend, head ass girl. Don't do that. Don't do that, cause we was together and you did it first.
All the time, yeah.
Okay,
I did do it first.
you did it first.
You were the bigger influence, but okay.
What?
Take one for the team.
I'm
I just said.
about to say that wasn't even you. We had a friend for that. We ain't gonna say her name.
Okay.
We retired that hoe.
Okay.
But we ain't gonna say her name. But we had to take one for the team friend. Don't be that girl, okay?
Don't be that girl.
Don't be that girl. But yeah. So yeah, we had a good episode today, and I think that y'all should drop it in the comments if y'all have anything that y'all would like to add. Let's talk about virginity. Like, let's talk about this shit more openly because we all had some awkward, weird ass experience. Nobody had a candlelit virginity loss, and nobody was like, "Oh yeah, this is so great." The first time. If you did, please drop it in the comment. We want to hear about
tell
it.
us it was great.
We'll bring you on the show.
Yes,
We'll bring you on the
we
show.
wanna talk about
If
it.
you had a great time losing your virginity, please, we will bring you on the show. I promise you. So drop it in the comments.
Yes,
but
please.
yeah, until next time, always remember to wash your pussy
And count your money.
twice. And we're out of here. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Walking like who that? They like where she been at. Like it, cause she been at.